Welcome everyone to part one of the series, My Biggest Learning from CAT. So I'm sure all of you are very intensely preparing for CAT, which is to take place on 29th of November. So we have taken this initiative to shed some light on topics that are generally not covered a lot. But these topics are very important for you to ace the exam, right? So let me introduce myself first. My name is Savio Joseph and I'm from Chennai.
My name is Bhaskarwats and I'm from Delhi.
Hi, this is Deshi and I'm from Delhi.
Hi, this is Krish Chavla and I'm from Mumbai.
Hi, this is Maspera and I'm from Kolkata.
Hi, this is Yukta and I'm from Nasik.
Great. So let's start. So today's discussion is mainly going to be on planning, right? From our experiences, what we did right, what we did wrong, and everything in between. So let's start. I really have this thing that the most important part of your preparation in CAT, the most crucial time are these last 20 days, right? So the amount of effort put into this speaks in your final day. So how important is planning and strategizing during this particular period?
Only I feel, and I hope all of you will agree, that CAT is not a particularly difficult exam. It's a very competitive exam, considering the number of people that apply and the very few that get through. So planning, I think, can be the key difference maker between these two segments of people. If you plan well, I guess that is going to take you wherever you want to be. What do you guys think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's just about having that clarity. And I think if you don't plan, then these 20 days are really important where you need to stay in control. Without planning, you're not going to have that sense of clarity, which is actually just going to make it a little more stressful than it's supposed to be. So it is important.
In addition to that, I think it's more about mixing both the smart work and your hard work. So in the last 20 days, you cannot prepare every topic. So stick to the topics which are historically important, revise them, and work on them. So leverage your strengths out of it.
Perfect, guys. I think you've conveyed that very beautifully. But I have one question, right? So I had one difficulty while planning. I used to be an incredibly good planner, right? I used to get everything on paper perfectly. My plans are spot on, right? 8:30 to 9:30 quant, 9:30 to 10:30 DALR, and so on, right? With my breaks as well. But the problem was I was never able to implement any of them, right? It used to be a perfect plan on paper, but never in actual life. So, I mean, how do you implement this plan?
Right. Savi, I think that's really true. We always make these master Gantt charts and then just try to think that, we're going to follow it through. But I guess this is not the first time you're actually sitting for an exam or an entrance test. So you know yourself, you're the best judge of yourself and your habits and what you actually tend to follow through. So make a practical plan, which is implementable, which is followable. And every time you feel that you're getting de-energized, just remind yourself why are you doing it for the first purpose. And that should motivate you to follow the plan through. And this is all what an MBA is all about. It is all about planning and implementation and being as realistic and as practical to your knowledge as possible.
Okay, so I agree with all of you that planning is really, really important. Although I think you don't need to worry too much if you don't have a plan. I mean, I didn't. So you just have 20 days till your exam, right? So formulating a new strategy so close to your exam, it might stress you out even more if you're not able to see it through. So I'd advise break your plan down into very small parts so that you feel accomplished when you strike it off your to-do lists.
Perfect. Right. I guess I should have got this advice last year. But yeah, moving on. Something else that I feel which was told to me a lot uh, was about sleep cycle, right? Sleep on time and all that. I used to have crazy cycles. I used to stay awake the whole night, and I'm sure many of you will relate to me on that, right? How do you correct your sleep cycle, and is it actually important?
Okay, so I think it's one of the most important things to get accustomed to the exam slot that you have, to get your brain used to working during your exam slot. So get used to sleeping early, waking up early so that your focus is laser sharp when you actually appear for your exam.
Yeah, so I think this morning slot can really get very brutal if you're a night owl. And I can tell you this by personal experience, all right? I thought I'm just going to get accustomed to it in like 2, 3 days, but that doesn't really happen in reality. I ended up going to the exam with just like 4 hours of sleep, and that is not a good feeling, trust me. So I think it's really important that you start getting accustomed to the sleeping pattern much more in advance. So don't take it lightly.
I think I can easily see a lot of people coming up with it's easier said than done. So I understand that it might be difficult, particularly right now, because in lockdown, I guess all of our sleep schedules has been messed up. pretty bad. And that reminds me, not just sleep schedule. What about you guys' food habits? Don't you think that impacts it as well?
Right. I think food habits very, very critical. So I'll just give you an example of me and my sister. She eats her heart out before an exam in the morning, and I always appear for an exam on an empty stomach. And this has been my practice for the past many years, like all through my grad and everything. So I feel that it is important to understand, like, you know yourself. So you understanding that, this is how I'm comfortable in an exam, and not introducing something absolutely new all of a sudden on one fine day, because you don't want any contingencies and any wasting of time on the final day.
So we've heard about the two extremes, one eating and one not eating at all. So where I stand is in the middle. So I would feel hungry and I would want to eat a lot more. But then again, I realized while I was preparing that it was more about feeling thirsty. So make sure you stay hydrated. Most of the time, it's all about water which you need and not only food. But remember that you don't have to really overdo or binge on caffeine. So stick to water. That would be my tip for you guys.
Thank you guys so much for all the insights. I hope all of you watching out there have taken some learning and have started charting down your plans for the next 20 days. Also, if you have any questions that we've not answered, please do post them on the comments and we will try to include them in the next video. Speaking about that, we will be posting another video, which is part 2, where we'll be shedding some light on how you can familiarize yourself on the exam day as much as you can from home. So until then, keep planning, stay focused, and whenever you get stuck, just remember, keep moving forward one step after the other. Thank you.